First off, that's Mims, the star of our show, a shop dog. And that's Mr. Ross Anderson, our office manager. Ross is who takes care of fulfilling all the orders and the repairs and getting stuff in and out, making sure John and David do stuff on time and covering my butt. This is our shop where all the fun happens. Here's our kitchen with our beautiful red refrigerator, the centerpiece of the decor. And of course the espresso machine, probably the most important piece of equipment we have. No espresso, no microphones. This is John Nuss, Big John, our senior mic technician. We'll check back in with him in a minute and see what he's up to. This is Dr. David Royer, the star of our show. And we'll check back up on him in a second too, to see what he's up to. These are all mics that are plugged in. They're all burning in, as we say. We burn in all our tube mics for 24 hours. So they're all roasting, and then David will listen to each one and check it out, and then certify that it's okay to go to a customer. These are various demos, prototypes, mics that are in for repair, lots of loaners. Being in Los Angeles, we loan out a lot of mics. It's a good thing. People like Tommy Vicari and some of our other star engineers are known to come by and grab a handful for sessions. This is kind of our shipping department. These are microphones that are ready to be shipped out. They're all processed and ready to go. This is our storm room. And these are tubes, 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 and more tubes. And also our swag. And these are capsules and transformers and connectors and head grills, all sorts of various parts. This is my favorite part of the facility. This is our little studio. My old studio was called Mad Dog, so this is Mad Dog 4.0. And we're able to do audio and video recording here, testing and demos, and we're going to start a series of having artists come by. It'll be live from Mojave World Headquarters. So this is where all that happens. Come on in. This is where the inventory goes. And this is our studio. This is our new MA37. That is David's modern version of the classic Sony C37A. So we're very excited about this. In fact, we just got through doing a session with it. That's the power supply. We've got lights and cameras, and we're ready for action. This is where I spend my days and some nights. And we love it here. We're really happy. We moved here June 1st. Pretty much settled in and really enjoying the space. It's a very creative vibe. And we all enjoy coming to work and hanging out here, making microphones. So let's hit the pause button, and we'll check in with Big John and with David.
A few moments later.
Big John, what are you up to?
I'm actually putting the finished touches on a MA1000. Everything is built except for putting the transformer in right now.
I think somewhere we have a high-speed version of you doing this on our YouTube channel, so
I think we do.
we won't watch the whole thing. It's typical to find Big John doing something like this. How's your soldering iron?
Good.
Good. All warmed up?
Mm-hmm.
Great.
A few inches later.
Hello, David.
Hello.
Talk to the folks at home.
Well, right now I'm having a look at a 25-year-old tube microphone power supply. I thought I'd take some preliminary voltage measurements. But
Yeah, tell us what this is.
this is the power supply for this DVA microphone. Watch it, this thing's alive. And with the DVA 747 microphone, it sort of split the difference between a Neumann U47 and a Neumann M49. The original design used a capsule copied from a K47 or M7, and then the later ones used a capsule cribbed from a Neumann U67, and then the electronics sort of split the difference between a U47 and an M49. It has the same polar pattern switching arrangement that Neumann used in the M49, but I used an EF86 tube because the tubes were readily available at the time when this microphone was being made.
And what is DVA?
It was named for one of the co-founders of the company, whose name was Dunmore. So it was Dunmore Vintage Audio.
Ah. And this was the company you had in the past?
Yeah, that was the company where John Jennings and I met each other. And
So this was pre-Royer Labs.
yes,
So mid-90s?
yeah, this microphone would have been built in 1995 or 1996.
This one looks like it's in really good shape.
Yeah, apparently it's been well taken care of.
Are you going to be able to resurrect the power supply?
Yeah, I should be able to. The only part that might be a little tricky to find would be the power transformer, but then again, the power transformer and the other parts are all pretty much off-the-shelf parts. And if I have to replace a power transformer, I might have to find one from a different supplier. But it should not be any real problem to get this thing back in fighting trim.
Well, if I know you, and I do, you'll figure it out.
Yeah, well, thank you for that.
Well, let's let David get back to work. And that's it from Mojave World Headquarters. Thanks for dropping by for our little tour. Happy to have you. See you online.